Home Secretary James Cleverly has promised to let pubs stay open an extra 2 hours if England or Scotland make it to the Euro 2024 semi-finals this summer. If both of them make it, we can stay open till 3. He said relaxing the licensing laws will allow friends, families and communities to come together for longer. Currently, most pubs in England and Wales shut by 11 p.m. What about letting them stay open till 1 all the time? What about that, Albie?
Yes, 100% yes. You go across the Channel, and especially to southern European countries, and you go out at 11 o'clock in Madrid or in Barcelona or in Rome, even in, OK, not Venice, but certainly Rome, and you will see all these types of different hospitality venues that are open late into the night. People are out there enjoying themselves. It's this really bustling environment, communities coming together, enjoying themselves, having a good time after a hard day's work. You go out in London with Sadiq Khan's Night Czar, Amy LeMay running the shop, and there have been over 1,000 nightlife venues that have closed since after COVID, and the Night Czar has done nothing. And I think by letting pubs open until 1 o'clock all the time, it will give a real shot in the arm to our great British hospitality industry.
What do you think, Nina?
Well, I think that all sounds wonderful. But in practice, that's complete nonsense because, first of all, pubs are shutting. They've been shutting at the rate of 500 a year. And because of rising costs, lack of hospitality staff, since Brexit, a lot of it, some pubs are shutting at 8 p.m. because they can't afford to stay open. Now, we've got a lovely pub around the corner from us. It's got a really nice garden, umbrella. You can sit out. They've got fairy lights. So you can sit out all the year. They've got, great restaurant. The good food is terrific. And they do everything. They've got a comedy night. They've got a this, a that, blah, blah, blah. Wings for £10 on a Friday, whatever. And if you walk on, say, a Tuesday evening at 7:30, there's nobody there. People can't afford it. People cannot afford to stay. So,
but then keep them open longer, and maybe they'll say no. We fancy an option at midnight.
Nobody. But listen.
So the cost of living crisis is impacting Britain more than Spain.
Well, yes.
No,
yes, it is.
Albie, isn't the issue here? We have got more words for being drunk: wombled, bladdered, laddered, tabled. I mean, anything.
The Scotch one's scunnered,
guttered,
fleeing.
To be careful here.
Stocious.
We've got more words for being drunk than the Eskimos have words for snow.
Yeah,
and that's because we've got a problem with drunkenness, and we need some time in the day when we don't drink.
Yeah, but we're talking from 11 to 1 here. We're not talking 24 hours a day. And I think there's a bit of snobbery here because I can go to a members club every night of the week because I'm lucky enough to be a member of a members club. I can afford it.
Which one?
The Garrick, probably the Garrick.
Not the Garrick, unfortunately. I'm not good enough for that.
Who'd want to be a member of a stuffy place like that?
But the point is, it's a cool one.
Let's not drift. Okay.
The point is, if you're a member of a members club, you can go and get a drink until 1 or 3 a.m. in the morning every night of the week, if you're lucky enough to be a member of a members club. Now, most people aren't a member of a members club. They just go down their local pub. And why is it OK for me to go to Soho House and get a drink at 1 o'clock on a Wednesday?
No, but people don't.
But a normal person going to their local pub can't.
But people don't live like that anymore. People haven't got the money, and they preload at home. So they preload on a bottle of wine.
Want to go out after 11, Nina.
Yes, I understand that. But London, I agree with you. London is dead after midnight. But the thing is, you're forgetting about the weather. It's lovely to be in the south of France or Rome or wherever, where people are strolling up. The habit is, you have dinner and then you stroll about the streets.
What do you have against people having fun?
But we've got roofs now. Yep. People, and you go into a pub, you're inside.
But we're lazy. We sit on the sofa and watch bloody Netflix.
OK. Let's see. Terry in County Durham. Hello.
Hello.
What do you think about saying, look, James Cleverly, isn't it? James Cleverly, fine, nice idea to do the 1 a.m. opening hours at the Euros, but why not make it permanent?
Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. The problem is, obviously, that every drink is associated with violence, and that is always a problem. But generally speaking, everyone behaves themselves is a good idea.
I'm not detecting much of a Durham accent with you, Terry. What's going on?
Well, I moved up there about 20 years ago for...
Okay, I can hear it coming through slowly. Yeah. It's a work in progress. So what, you moved for work, did you?
Marriage breakup.
Got it. Have you ever been to... Because I know Durham really well, I love Durham. And in Durham, there's a nightclub called Clute, which was voted the second worst nightclub in Europe. And then, excitingly, the worst nightclub burnt down. So, and I was a student, and we knew Clute was the number one. And I just read in the last month it's closing, Terry. Have you heard about this?
Well, I mean, I'm a senior citizen, so I'm not really interested in that nightclubs. But, getting back to the subject,
yes, sorry.
It's a good idea, as long as people behave themselves.
Yeah.
And can I add, Jeremy, I hope you don't mind me saying, this applies to semi-finals for England and Scotland.
Yeah, well, I know we still remember what happened when England came close to winning the last Euros.
Exactly.
They were rioting at Wembley, and a man launched a firework from his bottom.
Exactly. I mean, you've got no problems with Scotland because they're not going to make the semi-finals anyway.
Well, but their fans behave better. Let's be honest. There's something about England football fans. I don't know what it is. It just makes me despair. That's why it was so great when the Lionesses won.
Well, exactly.
Because it was the behaviour. It was a family event.
Well, exactly.
And it was actually a better match.
What's wrong with you all?
Well, I don't know what's wrong with England football fans, and I see a lot. I go to football a lot, and I do. There are some angry people there. Yeah, but I don't know quite why. I still don't understand it.
Is it kind of pack mentality? Is that what it is? Is it kind of some kind of
It's a lot. It's a
displaced warring sort of thing?
Lack of sex.
Jeremy, I'm not going to pry into your private life.
That explains a lot of it. Well, I'm not one of those. I don't rage around. I mean, I literally saw Chelsea played West Ham. I did say this the other day, so apologies if you heard me say it. And as a West Ham fan starts trying to have a fight with a horse, a police horse,
how
and he's
awful.
shouting in the horse's face, "Do you want some? Do you want some?" He's shouting at the horse. My daughter's 10. She says, "Why is that man shouting at a horse?"
That's so dreadful to the horse. That annoys me almost more.
You would have gone in on him.
I would have done, yeah.
But I mean, it was just pathetic. But it is whether or not, if we open longer, people could spread their drinks.
No.
No?
No, I mean, and the thing is, I don't go to pubs that often. We, every couple of weeks to go and have a nice drink on a Friday evening or whatever.
That's what they all say.
But exactly. But to be in a pub at sort of 11 o'clock at night, not so nice.
Oh, Nina. Terry in County Durham, thank you. My daughter went out the other day, so I said, "Where are you going?" She said, "I'm going to a nightclub," and it was 11 o'clock. She was leaving at 11.
That's fine. That's what young people do.
She's 18. OK, Jay in Berkshire, hi.
Oh, hi there, Jeremy. How you doing?
I'm well. So what about after the Euros, we go 1 a.m. opening?
I am really annoyed by this idea. It's ridiculous. I live in just off the town centre down a side street where there's a small local pub.
Sorry, you're not Reading, are you? Where are you?
It's actually Newbury, so it's...
Okay,
Yeah. So it's a very quiet street, and there's about 10 of us in our flats, and the pub opposite, I'm not one to spoil everyone's fun, and I don't like football, but what I do like is, because I work shift, I like getting a good night's sleep. This pub opposite, they have live bands every Friday.
Keep talking into the phone, Jay. Don't drift. Just keep your mouth near the phone. I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. The pub
work.
opposite me has live bands every Friday and Saturday, and people leave at sort of 3 a.m. You've got all the people outside.
Did you buy the house after the pub was there, or did they build it? They built the pub after you moved in?
No, the pub's been there for years. I've been in this flat for 10 years. And
Albie's got no...
Jay, I don't have any sympathy for
sympathy.
that. You can't move near a hospitality venue and then complain about that hospitality venue doing business. There are other parts of Newbury...
You didn't let me finish.
Go on, Jay. Quickly, yeah.
I've lived here 10 years. It got took over 2 years ago. And this new owner... And Albie talking about gentlemen's clubs on holidays where you can, drink till morning. We don't live in that world, I'm afraid.
Jay, listen, I've got to stop because we've got to go to our break. But thank you. I want to hear the full story at some point of the pub and the flat for 10. I bet they could drown the pub out if they really gave it some. Jay, thank you. After the break.